everyone! In this video, you will be able to know how to solve a fertilizer computation given the recommended grade, area of a farm, and fertilizer to be used. But before we proceed, let us read first the problem and identify the given variables. So here is the problem. A rice farm of 2 hectares calls for a recommended rate of 125, 85, 63 kilograms of NPK per hectare. The farmer owner sought technical assistance from you as to how many bags of fertilizers will he need to apply in the area. How many bags will you recommend for the 2 hectares area if the fertilizers available in the market are urea with a rate of 46:0:0, ammonium phosphate with a rate of 16:20:0, and triple 14 with a rate of 14:14:14. If the price per bag of fertilizers are as follows: urea 1,050 pesos per bag, ammonium phosphate 900 pesos per bag, and triple 14 850 pesos per bag. How much will he spend for those fertilizers that you recommend? So we derive first the given based on the problem, which is recommended rate is 125, 85, 63 NPK per hectare. The area is 2 hectares and fertilizers are urea, ammonium phosphate, triple 14, which are available in the market. So we have here the formula to determine the amount of fertilizer is equals to recommended rate times the area divided by the percent nutrient of a fertilizer material. So before we proceed, we have first to determine the lowest or the minimum fertilizer recommendation, which 63, and 63 is falls on the potassium part. So we need is to determine the amount of triple 14 in 63 kilograms of potassium. So we have here amount of triple 14 equals 63 kilograms of potassium divided by 0.14. 0.14 is the percent nutrient of a potassium or in a triple 14 fertilizer. So will yield to 450 kilograms of triple 14. So we have 450 kilograms of triple 14 times 0.14, same with here and here, to determine the exact amount of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. So it will yield to 63, 63, 63. So basically this means that when we apply 450 kilograms of triple 14, we are applying 63 kilograms of nitrogen, 63 kilograms of potassium, and 63 kilograms of phosphorus. So in order for us to determine the amount that we have to apply in 2 hectares, we just need to multiply it. 450 times 2 hectares will yield to 900 kilograms of triple 14 in 2 hectares. So we have to proceed in here. 63 kilograms or 63, 63, 63, just deduct it. So we have difference of 62, 22, 0. So means that potassium is already satisfied because the difference is 0 in here. So the recommended rate left is 62:22. So the next step we need is to determine the recommended rate of phosphorus using the fertilizer or ammonium phosphate fertilizer, which has a percent rate of 16:20. So we have here 16:20 equals 22 kilograms of phosphate or phosphorus divided by 0.20 will yield to 110 kilogram of ammonium phosphate. So the same with step A, we just multiply to determine the pure amount of nitrogen we just need to multiply 110 times 0.16 will yield to 18 kilograms of nitrogen. 110 times 0.20 will yield to 22 kilograms of phosphorus. So 0.16 is claimed here, which is the percent rate of nitrogen here, and phosphorus also here. So we just need to indicate the result here. So nitrogen and phosphorus. So the same with step here, just determine the difference or minus the recommended rate. So 6222 minus 1822, we have the difference of 44.0. So it means that in this equation or in this step, we already satisfy the phosphorus. So nitrogen left. So next is we have to determine the amount of ammonium phosphate that we have to apply in 2 hectares, which 110, we just need to multiply it to 2 hectares. 210 times 2 hectares is 220 kilograms of ammonium phosphate in 2 hectares that we should apply. So we need to satisfy the nitrogen. So in order to satisfy nitrogen, we have to use the remaining fertilizer, which is the urea, that has a percent rate of 46.00. So we have here 44 kilograms of nitrogen divided by 0.46, which is the percent rate of nitrogen, will yield to 95.65 kilograms of urea. So we have here 95.65 times 0.46, which is the percent rate of nitrogen, is equals to 44 kilograms of nitrogen. So we just need to indicate his here, indicate the result here. So 44 minus 44 will yield to 0. So the fertilizer recommendations are already satisfied based on our calculation. So next step is we have to determine the amount of urea in 2 hectares. So we have to apply urea in 2 hectares. Just multiply the result times 2 hectares. So 95.65 times 2 hectares will yield us to 199.3 kilograms of urea. So we need to round it off because we cannot avail 199 kilograms 99.3 kilograms of urea in the market or in bags. So just round it off. So next step is we need to determine the number of bags that we have to buy. So basically, when we apply 14 in 2 hectares with a recommended rate of 125, 85, 63 NPK per hectare, we just need to have 900 kilograms of 14 in 2 hectares, 220 kilograms of ammonium phosphate in 2 hectares, and 199 kilograms of urea in 2 hectares. So to determine the bags of these recommended fertilizers, we just need to divide it by 50, because 50 kilograms of any fertilizer is equals to 1 bag. So we have here 14 minus, or 14, which has a 900 kilograms. We have to divide it by 50, will yield to 18 bags. Ammonium phosphate 1620, or we have to divide 220, which is the recommended amount of fertilizer, will yield to 4.5 or 4 and 1/2 bags. The urea is the same way here. So we have 199 divided by 50, we have 4 bags. We need just to round it off. So basically we have 18 bags requirement for triple 14, 4.5 bags of ammonium phosphate, and recommended amount of urea, which is 4 bags. So we have provided the prices in here. So to determine the amount of 18 bags of triple 14, which every bag is cost of 850 pesos, so we have 15,300, because 18 bags times 850 will yield to 15,300. Same with ammonium phosphate, just multiply the number of bags needed times its cost, which is 900 per bag, will yield to 4,050 pesos. And urea, 4 bags times 1,050 will yield to 4,200 pesos. So in order for us to determine the total expenses, we just add all the cost. So 15,300 plus 4,050 plus 4,200 will yield to 23,550. So overall, if the recommended rate is 125, 85, 63 NPK per hectare, and we have 2 hectares, and the urea fertilizers available in the market are urea, ammonium phosphate, and triple 14. So in order to satisfy the recommended rate, our expenses is 23,550. Thank you for watching, and see you for the next video lesson. Keep safe everyone.